Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you to this year's 2023 Academic Awards presentation. We are less than 2 weeks away from celebrating with our seniors in their graduation ceremony on Saturday, May 20th. This spring has been a whirlwind of activities with athletic events, concerts, and fine arts competition. After each of those seasons, we typically take some time to celebrate the accomplishments of everyone involved and highlight those who have excelled or reached significant milestones. Today is the day we celebrate success and service over the past year. First, let's start the morning with prayer. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you that we could all gather here together and celebrate our accomplishments in the classrooms and in the world. I thank you that we have a group of students who have given of their times to make this a better community, and I praise you that we can celebrate them this morning. In your name we pray, amen. I'm going to be reading through a lot of awards, and as I read these, please come on stage when your name is called. You may exit the stage as soon as you receive your envelope, and I ask that, depending on where you're sitting, enter the side closest to you and exit the side farthest away from where the opposite side. We are going to start this morning with our volunteer service hours. I want to start by saying I know a lot of you have put in a lot of hard work in the last week or two, and so there's a possibility your name might get missed this morning. If that is you, we will get you next year, and if that's one of you seniors, we will get you your certificate in the next couple weeks. In response to Christ's freely given gift of salvation, Christians are called to live a life of service. Today, we will recognize students who are making kingdom service a lifetime habit. Students are recognized for every 100 hours of service completed during their high school careers. We are going to be starting with the sophomore class. Cora Birma is receiving a certificate for 100 hours. Why don't we hold applause until the end? Otherwise, you're going to get sick of clapping. Erica Vinmanen, 100 hours. And Trenton Van Zee is getting recognized for 100, 200, and 300 hours. He's been busy. Next, we're going to move on to our junior class. Emerson DeVries, 100 hours. Tyson DeVries, 100 hours. Hattie Fancher, 200 hours. Luke Feinart, 100 hours. Dane Gietings, 200 hours. Carly Heiser, 100 hours. Carson Tucker, 200 hours. Annika Van Dyke, 200 hours. Alexis Voss, 100 hours. And Claire Winfogel, 300 hours. And now for our senior class. Carly Anderson, 200 hours. Grace Bounds, 100 hours. Anna DeBouf, 100 hours. Bethany DeBryan, 100 hours. Holden DeVries, 100 hours. Josiah Deal, 100 and 200 hours. Jack Fancher, 100 hours. Mackenzie Grunendijk, 100 hours. Trevin Parker, 100 hours. Katie Rosa, 100 hours. Aiden Stoltz, 100 hours. Elena Van Coten, 200 hours. Jenna Van Manen, 100 hours. Emily Van Zulin, 100 hours. Claire Vandermolen, 100 hours. Avery Verhoof, 100 hours. Colton Voss, 100 hours. Elena Voss, 100 hours. Corbin Westerkamp, 100 hours. Let's give a round of applause to all of our service hour executives. We are now going to move on to the awards for our donors of distinction. Through this recognition, we honor students who have volunteered and become the life-saving link for those in need of blood transfusions. Today, we recognize seniors who have donated blood at least 3 times or have contributed significantly in other ways to local blood drives. Leah Osborne. Sydney Van Arendonk. Elena Van Coten. And Mitchell Van Zee. Let's congratulate our donors of distinction. We now have a handful of statewide awards. First, we're going to announce our Governor's Scholar nominee. Every spring, the Governor's Office, the Iowa High School Athletic Association, and the Iowa Farm Bureau honor outstanding seniors in every high school in Iowa at the annual Governor's Scholar Recognition Ceremony in Des Moines. Students at this event are considered among the top in academic achievement at their respective schools. This year, Pella Christian was proud to select Elizabeth Vink to represent the senior class of Pella Christian at this honorable event. Next is the Bernie Sagow Award nominee. Elizabeth didn't come up because she's already received her certificate at an event with the governor, but the rest of you can come up when you hear your name called. The Bernie Sagow Award honors a student who best exemplifies a patriotic spirit, strong religious and moral convictions, living and professing qualities of honesty and integrity, believing that both games and life should be conducted by the rules. This award is presented to one student every year in each high school in the state of Iowa. This year, Pella Christian is pleased to present this award to Jack Fancher. E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship nominee. The E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship was established in tribute to the man most responsible for making the Iowa girl #1 in the nation. The profile of the recipient should reflect discipline, perseverance, character, superior athletic skill, leadership, academic achievement, and citizenship traits that have personified the life and expectation of the late Dr. E. Wayne Cooley. The Pella Christian E. Wayne Cooley Award nominee this year is Kara Veenstra. Iowa Biliteracy Seal. A seal of biliteracy, which is granted by the Iowa Department of Education, is an award given to recognize seniors who have attained proficiency in 2 or more languages, one of which is English, by high school graduation. Seniors who have earned the Iowa Biliteracy Seal are Lorraine Johnson and Peyton Ritzert. I will now be announcing the academic awards by class. Again, please hold your applause until the end of each class. Students earn academic letters through back-to-back semesters on the honor roll, which requires a 3.3 GPA. For each set of consecutive semesters on the honor roll, a student earns an academic certificate. The first time a student earns an academic letter, they will receive a PC letter and an academic emblem pin. If you have already earned a letter in varsity athletics or fine arts, they will only get a certificate and pin. We're going to start with the sophomores. Addison Banstra receiving 2 certificates and a pin. Cora Bierma, 2 certificates and a pin. Cassidy Boss, 2 certificates and a pin. Deacon Branderhorst, 2 certificates and a pin. Nathan Brower, 2 certificates and a pin. Abby DeBerg, 2 certificates and a pin. Allie DeBrine, 2 certificates and a pin. Erica DeBrine, 2 certificates and a pin. Rebecca DeHaan, 2 certificates and a pin. Reagan DeVries, 2 certificates and a pin. Emma Ekoff, 2 certificates and a pin. Esther Ford, 1 certificate and a pin. Landon Fransman, 2 certificates and a pin. Maggie Heinen, 1 certificate and a pin. Riley Hoekstra, 2 certificates and a pin. Eli Hawksbergen, 2 certificates and a pin. Ryan Jansen, a certificate, a letter, and a pin. Faith Kakmarinsky, 2 certificates and a pin. Kyra Kamrick, 2 certificates, a letter, and a pin. Grant Kelderman, 2 certificates, a letter, and a pin. Eric Mohm, 2 certificates, a letter, and a pin. Logan Nenakoven, 2 certificates and a pin. Camden Parker, 2 certificates and a pin. Allie Plima, 2 certificates and a pin. Rob Schur, 2 certificates, a letter, and a pin. Wyatt Snyder, 2 certificates and a pin. Natalia Spoelstra, 2 certificates and a pin. Cooper Spronk, 2 certificates and a pin. Erica Seitzma, 2 certificates and a pin. Rhett Terpstra, 1 certificate, a letter, and a pin. Evan Cheddar, 2 certificates and a pin. Abby Van Coten, 2 certificates, a letter, and a pin. David Van Manen, 2 certificates and a pin. Erica Van Manen, 2 certificates and a pin. Renee Van Wyk, 2 certificates, a letter, and a pin. Kirby Van Weingarten, 2 certificates and a pin. Garrett Van de Zanny, 2 certificates, a letter, and a pin. Jocelyn Vietstra, 2 certificates and a pin. Anna Vermillion, 1 certificate and a pin. Josiah Vink, 2 certificates and a pin. Claire Westerkamp, 2 certificates and a pin. You can applaud your winners for their sophomore class. We will now move on to the junior class. Mia Andringa, 2 certificates. Amelia Boonder, 2 certificates. Savannah Boss, 2 certificates. Sean Boss, 2 certificates. Claire Brofart, 2 certificates. Maria Dom, 2 certificates. Abby Dart, 2 certificates. Andrew DeVries, 1 certificate. Emerson DeVries, 2 certificates. Tyson DeVries, 2 certificates. Wendy Fawn, 2 certificates and a pin. Hattie Fancher, 2 certificates. Karis Fickert, 2 certificates. Keegan Fatma, 2 certificates. Luke Feinart, 2 certificates. Dane Giedings, 2 certificates. Jacqueline Holmes, 2 certificates. Carly Heiser, 2 certificates. Zeb Canis, 2 certificates. Rachel Lanferman, 2 certificates. Sarah Lubbers, 2 certificates, a letter, and a pin. Leah Mulder, 2 certificates. Michaela Nickel, 2 certificates. Noah Nunakoven, 2 certificates. Ellison Ritzer, 2 certificates. Danny Rosa, 2 certificates. Benny Schurz, 1 certificate. McKenna Six, 2 certificates. Andrew Seitzma, 2 certificates. Carson Tucker, 2 certificates. Annika Van Dyke, 2 certificates. Traven Monin, 2 certificates. Caitlin Veenstra, 2 certificates. Trevor Veenstra, 2 certificates. Grace Vermeer, 2 certificates. Alexis Voss, 2 certificates. Claire Winfogel, 2 certificates. Lauren Winfogel, 2 certificates. Nancy Jung, 2 certificates, a letter, and a pin. Emma Zula, 2 certificates. And Ryan Nadelborg, 2 certificates. You can give your junior class a round of applause. For the senior class, along with their academic letters and certificates, the Little Hawkeye Conference recognizes outstanding academic achievement by presenting Senior Scholar Award certificates to seniors who have maintained a 3.75 GPA and above in high school. Students also get a presidential certificate if they have been on the honor roll all 7 semesters of their high school career. And now for the senior class. Emery Agri, 2 certificates, President's Award, and the Little Hawkeye Conference Scholar. Caden Albright, 2 certificates and a pin. You can hold your applause. Carly Anderson, 2 certificates. Ella Banstra, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Rachel Boonder, 2 certificates, President's Award. Grace Bounds, 2 certificates, a letter, pin, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Anna DeBouf, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Bethany DeBrine, 2 certificates. Madeline DeGuy, 2 certificates. Joe Deal, 2 certificates and the President's Award. Anna Eveland, 2 certificates, the President's Award, and the Little Hawkeye Scholar. Jack Fancher, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Ben Goslink, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Lori Johnson, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Isaac Kakmarinsky, 2 certificates, the President's Award, and the Little Hawkeye Scholar. Alexa Clausen, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Nicole Kusitz, 2 certificates, a letter, a pin, President's Award, and the Little Hawkeye Scholar. Owen Meninga, certificate and a pin. Luke Nickel, 2 certificates, President's Award, and the Little Hawkeye Scholar. David Olivier, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Leah Osborne, 2 certificates and President's Award. Trevin Parker, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Peyton Ritzer, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Katie Rosa, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Gemma Settles, 2 certificates and the President's Award.
Aiden Stoltz, 2 certificates and the President's Award. Kathy Tong, 2 certificates, President's Award, and the Little Hawkeye Scholar. Jocelyn Terpstra, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Cindy Van Arendonk, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Elena Van Coten, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Jenna Van Manen, 2 certificates. Emily Van Zulin, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Caden Van Weingarten, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Janae Vandenord, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Bridget Van de Zanny, 2 certificates and the President's Award. Claire Vandermolen, 2 certificates, President's Award, and the Little Hawkeye Scholar. Lincoln Vandermolen, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Toby Vandermolen, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Kara Veenstra, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Avery Verhoeven, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Gracie Vesper, 2 certificates and a pin. Elizabeth Vink, 2 certificates, President's Award, and the Little Hawkeye Scholar. Colton Voss, 2 certificates, President's Award. Elena Voss, 2 certificates, President's Award, and Little Hawkeye Scholar. Mason Westerkamp, 2 certificates and the President's Award. Corbin Westerkamp, 2 certificates, President's Award, and the Little Hawkeye Scholar. And you can give a more robust round of applause to your senior class. We are going to end out our awards with the top GPAs. Each year we recognize students who have earned the top 5 cumulative GPAs in each class. These students receive a certificate and a scholarship medallion. Please note that the names are announced in alphabetical order, and in some cases there may be more than 5 students called up due to ties. Before we announce the winners, I do want to say if all of you who are getting this top 5 award, if you could stick around after the assembly, because we'd like to get your pictures. For the class of 2026, Amaya Agri, Kate Broffart, Sydney Brooksford, sorry, I'll slow down. Emma DeBouf, Elizabeth Johnson, Kinsey Canis, Anne-Marie Manifold, Aniston Meyer, Bryn Rosenbaum, Alexa Terpstra, Victoria Van Zee, Bailey Voss, and Liam Zula. You can give your freshman class a round of applause. the class of 2025. Reagan DeVries. Grant Kilderman. Camden Parker. Wyatt Snyder. Erica Van Manen. Renee Van Wyk. And Kirby Van Weingarten. Let's give a round of applause to your class of 2025. I will now be announcing the class of 2024. Emerson DeVries. Karis Fickert. Luke Feinart. Zeb Canis. And Ryan Nadelbord. You can give your class of 2024 a round of applause. And last but not least, we will have our class of 2023. Ella Banstra. Sydney Van Arendonk. Claire Vandermolen. Kara Veenstra. And Elizabeth Vink. Let's give your class of 2023 a round of applause. That concludes our awards for this evening, or this morning. So for those of you, again, who got the top 5 or top 20 in some of your cases, if you could stick around for your pictures right now up here, the rest of you can be excused.